Hello Negroes and the Frenchos, it's Donald, welcome back to my kitchen. On today's menu, we will be finishing reviewing next expansion set. That's coming up in November. It's a big gigantic set, so we missed out on the Thunderclap Spark and Fairy Rise. Yeah, we did Explosive Impact last time. There was so much to cover, so let's finish it. Man, it's 2 weeks, I know! Better late than never. So let's get started. All right, next expansion. We have a lot of cards coming. Here we go. Let's start off with the Thunderclap Spark. All right, so first of all, I'm going to give them a rating. 5 is like this should be in every a certain deck. It's just so good. It's like a universal building tool that you have to have it there. Some of those are coming. 4 is like, this is pretty good. I would probably see this a lot, at tournaments and stuff. Number 3 is like, this is fun. Or this is a niche. It's part of a combo. That's really essential, so that's that, and 2 is boring. We're not going to give everything 0s or 1s. Let's just stick with a 2. 2 is like, you're boring, I don't want to play you. There are a bunch of those 2, unfortunately. So, in fact, we're going to start with a 2 right away. Pitzer! Boring stats, boring energy cause. You would recycle this Pitzer, unfortunately. So, moving on, it just doesn't have anything. Shuckles! Ooh, it's got a combo. Remembered Alolan Executive, the one in the theme shop. Oh my gosh, I can add that in, and it's going to do a lot of damage. When you play this from your hand to your bench, discard 3 basic energy cards. And that combos with a lot of different Pokemon. Not just the Alolan Executor, but really, especially for that one, you could eat it. So, we're giving it 3 because it's part of that combo. And the Alolan Executor combo isn't so bad. So, we're giving it a 3. So, it's not something you see often yet, so we're not going to put a 4 yet. Alright, so Dustox. Oh yeah, big very high 3 here. What's it do? When you evolve it, your opponent is paralyzed. They can't attack. They can't retreat. They're poisoned. And they're super poisoned because they take 3 damage counters per turn. So this for free is already a powerful, powerful ability. And that's why it's too lightly to give the gentle damage. Imagine if Shrine of Punishment was in with this. It's going to be a very fun deck. And it also has that Greninja effect too, which we'll see in effect a bit. You can evolve this very easily. I'll get back to it when we get to that card. Verazian GX, our first GX card. I got a mixed feeling about them. Let's talk about the 170 HP. GXs have that. They're gonna die 1-shot to 1-shot decks very easily. It gets you double draw, 2 extra cards. It's not there for that. Sensitive Blade, 2 energies, 50 damage, and if you have played the supporter, 130 damage. Well, not so bad. You could actually pump this up to 1-shot basic GXs. You would need some Lurantis and Choice Man. So it's not going to get this. It's going to be much harder to get the stage 1 GX. I don't think it's really a combatant. And then mainly it probably is for its GX where Breeze Away. You could put your Pokemons back into your hand. It's like that looks difficult to combo. It takes up your GX space. So its niche is really limited, but it does have one. You can pull it off. So we're gonna give this a 3. All right, you are at 3, Verazian GX. Not too excited about this one, but moving on. Here we go. Go. You are at 2. You're boring. You have nothing that's fun about you. Papabulu. I think you're boring as well. You're boring. Actually, it looks like a Hustle Punch. Just 20 times your amount's bench Pokemon, so it only goes up to 100. You're boring. Moving on, Moltres! You are boring, unfortunately. You don't have anything that special. But you're a Moltres, too. Come on, you can't have Moltres. He's like, don't disrespect me like this. Here we go. Something that's good. Magcargo GX. Crush Charge. Once during your turn, discard the top card of your deck. If it's a basic energy, you can put it onto your Pokemon. Now, the current Magcargo that we have loads the top of your deck with any card you want. If you were to combine the 2, you get Universal Energy Acceleration for any deck you want. Anything. 1 extra energy. It's going to cost bench space, but it's good. It is good, and if you want to use that Lava Flow attack for a fire deck, you discard basic energies from it, and it does 50 more damage. You're not going to attack with it. It's just a backup attacker. The Magma Burn, you mill out. It's mainly here for its ability and its combo with the other Magcargo. So overall, how is this card? It's Universal Basic Energy Acceleration. I like it. I don't It might be part of the big combo, but it's a very, 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 very high 3 here. Because the combo, any bonus energy is good. And we'll be using it for some of our decks to make it work. Heatran. Looking at your stuff. You are boring. Moving on. Victini. You could be useful. This attack does 20 damage times the amount of basic Pokemons, including Victini. So Banana Master counts. You could fight with it. It would probably be like, oh my gosh, they have a Hoopa or something. You would use this instead of Banana Master or something like that. You barely are a 3. You barely are a 3. Victini, you got some justice this time. Pyroar, the female version. You're boring. Moving on. I'm sorry. It's the first one too, but it didn't just give me any good stats. Lapras. Alright, now this one bats an eye. Ability is actually an okay one. It sits on your bench, look at the next 2 cards, and put the one you need up front. Like it's just 2 cards, but it's just a Lapras. Just a basic Pokemon. Just slap it on, and then if you have bench space, I think it's useful because, you know, hey, the next draw, that might be something there. It's okay. We'll give it a 3. It's actually useful. I would find it useful. I had deck space. I'll throw it in there. Suicune, you're nearly boring. You might actually be a 2. I do not think this will be used. What does it do? When this is your active, when this is up in front, your opponent, you can choose your opponent and make them switch their Pokemon. They choose. He's like, how do I minimize my damage? And that's the deal. You can already do Guzma. You already got Volcanion Prism Star, which is what I don't think you'll see this at all. So we're going to give it a 2. All right, Beardick. All right, take a look at this. 60 damage against GX Pokemons. Yeah, can you boost it up to a one-shot? Difficulty. But it's got a nice, big, chunky amount of hit points. You could make it work. It's a borderline 2, but its stats are a little bit nicer than those other 2s we have. We'll be nice to give you a 3. I would actually make a deck one day for you. Beardick. Hey, man, you got some nice stats. Let's go get some GX Pokemons, hunt them down. Yeah, the basic ones would be pretty scared of that one. So, White Kyurem, are you boring or... Oh. Freezing Flame, if this Pokemon has a fire energy, it does 80 damage. 80 more damage. And you're like, the current Dragon Kyurem or Dragon Majesty, why couldn't it have this attack? This is a GX level attack on a basic Pokemon. You will be one-shotting GX Pokemons with it. It can get stage 1 and basic GX with it. So, setting it up, not too bad. The 2 like actual water energies and the fire energy makes it a little bit difficult. So, you're not boring. You're not boring, but you won't see that much play. But we'll give you a 3 because you're definitely not boring. Alright, moving on. Popplio, Brion, Primarina. Ooh, Universal Energy Acceleration. On the stage 2, you may attach 2 energies that you're holding in your hand, which combos with Ribombee, or Oricorio, Professor's Letter, which is gone. So, yeah, you basically get extra energy that you put onto your Pokemon. Doesn't have to be any basic energies. Any energy card is fine. So, it's just, you gotta somehow make sure that they're both there. So, is it... I'm gonna put it into my toolbox. There might be just the perfect deck one day was like, I should use Primarina. Primarina GX will actually like this. So, we'll give you a 3. You are not boring. You have some uses that I would visit you for. Put on Brush X. Let me see about this one. Okay, this one's boring. Alright, Electivire. Oh my gosh, 190 damage. Get 4 energies on it, discard 3. You're like a fire Pokemon. I think we can make you work for one day. You'll be blowing up GX Pokemons, one-shots. So, for one day, man, I will let you have your day. You are 3. You are not boring when you can do that to GX Pokemons. Come on, Pachirisu. Wipe out all your opponent's Poketools. Is there a deck like that that needs that? You know, someday there's a combo somewhere that requires your opponent to have all Poketools, and yeah. But for now, this thing kind of stinks. This paralyzes when it happens. It only works on the active Pokemon. Yeah, better put that there. So the niche is very, very limited. I don't think you ever see this at all. At all. Moving on. Oh, Zebstrika. Well, he's like, you know what? I'm going to replace your Sushi Master Donald. I'm a new stage 1. You can discard your entire hand. Aye. Then draw 4 more cards. Does that combo with certain Pokemon? Rotom's like, count me in. So that's tough that you have to discard all your hands just to get 4 fresh cards. But at the right times, it could be useful. Not all the time. at the right times. If you're doing like big stage 2s, so I want to hold on to my rare candies and stuff. So we'll see. We will see. You have a 3. You're not boring. You have a use, but you will definitely not be seen too often. Hold off on that. You can hold off on that. Stunfisk! You know I'm a boring card. You're like, yes, you are. Moving on. Tapu. Coco. Let's just say that. Tapu Coco. Alright. This thing actually does okay amount of damage. We ever see this? I think, it works enough, but it's boring. We're just going to give you a 2. You also boring, man. Oh, I'm not going to have a use for you. Oh my gosh. We have our first 5. Zeraora GX. 190 HP. It can fight. It goes into every single one of your lightning decks now. So if you play a lightning deck, put it in. Here we go. Electric Zone. Any Pokemon with a lightning energy retreats for free. Because of this effect, you want free retreat for all your Pokemons. Just stick it in if you have a lightning energy in your deck somewhere. Plasma Fist, 160 damage. That's Buzzwole GX level. Choice Band, one-shot KOs. And with the item that you'll see later, one-shot KOs. You can one-shot KO, you're in, man. You're in. And this little reset is easy. You just play a switch card, you can just attack again. Because of this combo. And Full Voltage GX. Get 5 basic energy cards back into your Pokemon. When you're stuck, oh yeah, energy acceleration. Everything is just so good about you. So that's 4. You get a 5 already for that ability. Everything else 4, you definitely probably will be seeing Zeraoras around. Definitely, somewhere. Onyx, we have to get to the Steelix. Alolan Dugtrio. Hey, you are replacing Alolan Raticate. Same damage, don't need the Choice Band, even though the Choice Band helps. And you don't do any weakness damage, otherwise it was like Fairy's like, I would hate this thing if that was a Fairy deck. So, there's that, and it's free. And you know what? This also is good too. If you start off with this, get a basic Pokemon to your bench. It does fit certain decks where like, I want to just put all my energies into one Pokemon, have this thing poke for me and come out and start doing a one-shot. So yeah, there are decks, you're going to see me use it. 3. Sorry, Lola Eradicate, you got your replacement. You're getting rotated, so rotation's far away. Don't worry about that. Steelix, 180 HP for a stage 1? Heck yes! And let's see, we could use Choice Band to boost this 90 damage? For this, no penalties? And you can use Shine of Punishment. You're not boring. You get a 3. Will we see you often? Probably not. But you have just solid stats, so we'll give you a 3 there. Oh, yes. This might be, this is a big one. This is a big one. Time down. The 60 damage unevolves your Pokemon. Your opponent's Pokemon, they're like Stage 2 or something, or Fairy. They're gone. Because 60 damage, it's not perfectly enough to get the KO. For some Pokemons it is. For others, they have 70 or 80 now. But, would you put this in most of your metal decks? Very high. The effect on this, the way that it counters a lot of meta decks, a lot of meta plays, yeah, I would think so. Like maybe you get a Shrine to poke them down, and then this time down would hurt those evolved Stage 1 and Stage 2 GX Pokemons. I would slap a Dialga in most of my decks. Would probably help out somewhere. So, very high score. Very, very high score here. Durant! Mills your opponent's... Let's see. Can this standard actually mill? Keep it around. Durants have always been trying to mill stuff. Right now, there probably isn't a good mill deck. We might be a 2. You might never see it ever. So we'll give it there. Maybe. I don't think you'll see it. You will not see it. Cobalion. Moving on. Metal Arm. This is boring. You just got the stats. We could pull you off. You're definitely nothing like Steelix and the rest. So, nope. We'll give you a 2. Hello there, Genesect GX. It's like, you know what? I'm here to one-shot kill. He can hold up the 2 Poké Tools, give him 2 Choice Bands, and that first move starts one-shotting Basic GX. Now you have to load up the bench line with 2 more of a certain Psychic card, which I can't think of. It boosts Steel Pokemons by 10 damage. Just put 2 of them in and he'll start one-shotting Stage 1 GX. Yeah! So, it's like, yeah, I'm a one-shot kill Pokemon. And no penalties. You can chain dunk with this. So, given that, you also have a GX that also one-shots. It has the same, base damage. Actually, with the both Choice, man. So it works. It works. You can totally do it. Will you see this all the time? Often? I don't know. You're very high 3. You're very, very, very high 3. You're very usable. Very easy to do. GX. So, I can't wait. Magirda. You're a boring card. You'll never see this card. We will never see this card. Prism Star. Another 5 card. This thing can evolve into pretty much anything. Actually, let's see. Here we go. Stage 1. You can't rare candy this stuff. Hang on. It has to be a stage 1 evolution card. No rare candy into this stuff. But it can become, say, Lycan Rock in those certain decks. So if you're playing a deck that has 1 or 2 stage 1s, probably at least 2, you would put a Ditto in all of those decks just so you can have that little flexibility on what it evolves into. Yeah, low hit points. It shouldn't be too bad. Even the Buzzwole can't take it out in one shot, so it's completely okay. So, moving on. Kecleon. He's like, I want to hit for weakness damage. You give him this special unit energy, he becomes a grass, fire, and water Pokemon. And he does barely enough with a Choice Band to KO stuff. Actually, it's just 60. Choice Band is 180. And you're like, I need a little bit more. So you need a little bit more somewhere. Try? That could be enough if you burn the GX Pokemon enough. So, moving on. These are the trainers. What are the new ones that are coming? Electro Power. Next turn, all your lightning Pokemons do 30 damage. 30. That's Choice Band level, and that's going to get you one-shot kills on Zero Aura. Many different lightning Pokemons love it. Tapu Koko GX like, yeah, I can one-shot kill, even without my GX. I do not know if they stack. They might. So you should play as many as you want. So you play this to get one-shot kills like super plus power. So, yeah. We need it. Custom, how is this to a lightning deck? I think it's going to be big. I mean, you just need to hit those one-shot kill breakpoints. So we're going to give it a rating there of a 4 to 5. It might just be on all your lightning decks. You might just need it for one-shot kills. So, moving on. That's a hard one. Certain decks actually can give that up. So, Custom Catcher. You know, remember those puzzle time effects? Yeah. So, if you have both of them, it becomes a free Guzma. If you're lucky. Because sometimes happens. If you don't, you get a free Banana Master pull. Draw until you have 3 cards. Is this good? It has potential. It has very useful effects. I don't know if this is going to replace Guzma out there. It's... I'll have to try it. We'll have to try it first. But definitely seems like it could fit somewhere. So we're going to give it a 3. Purpose. It's got a purpose. Moving on. We've seen these. Mixed Herb. That's a boring. You can leave you can read that. It's very situational. Boring. Moving on. Counter gain. Ooh. If your opponent... If you're losing... then you can pay 1 colorless energy less to attack. Is that a big deal for certain decks? I think so. Yeah, it definitely has a use. We'll give it a 3, but it's just not going to be solid as, say, Choice Band, something that gives a constant bonus. Man, this is never getting out of print, is it? It's like, nope, this is permanently in the game now. We're reprinting it over and over, so it's going to be here for the next couple of years. What on? Kahili, draw 2 cards, flip a coin, and if heads, it goes back into your deck, so you never run out of 2 card draws as the supporter. And you're like, Cynthia gives me 6. I'd rather pat it back. This is like a 2. You're never gonna see this Sightseer. Kind of like Lily, draw until you have 5 cards, but you can discard any amount of cards you want first. So unlike Lily, if you have a Brick Tan, you're like, yeah, I can't get anything with Lily. This, you're at least never stuck. So, but then you also have Tate Lies. Yeah, it's between a 2 or a 3. I bet you can find a use for it. We'll give it a low 3. Might fall into 2. We might never see it again. So, after today. Moving on. Oh, Prism Star Stadiums. For the moment you have this out, it's going to be powerful. However, it can only be removed by a stadium. So, hey, 2 removal? Supporters? No, blocks all of that. You must have an actual stadium card. And this is why decks have to run at least 3 to 4. 4 can clock stuff up, but 3 to remove this. What does it actually do, Donald? Lightning Pokemons attack for lightning energy less. So Zero Aura back there was like, I can attack for 2 energies. Yeah. And like, oh no, that's going to help your opponent attack very quickly, do their big attacks. And you got to get rid of this right away. Is this a 5 in all lightning decks? Yes, it is. You must put them all on your lightning decks afterwards. That's just how Prism Star decks are. All right, we're halfway done. Yes. Moving on. So this here is from the Fairy Rise set in Japan. Goes in our November set. Let's go. Here we go. Boring. Hang on. Wait a minute. 30 damage. And if it was healed, you can do 30 more damage. Is there any way to hurt this? Yeah! That's a high base damage. You just give it a choice, man. It starts one-shotting GX Pokemon. You're definitely not boring. I'll give you a 3. We'll make you work for a day. Moving on, Grovyle. Oh, Grovyle is a very nice ability for a stage 1. Once during your turn, find any grass Pokemon, put it into your hand. This is gonna help like combo with rare candies with setup in general. It's just a free Ultra Ball for grass Pokemons. You also have the new Net Ball too coming, so grass section's like, yeah. Our setups, we're gonna have it so easy. We have so many setup Pokemon, so that's not even the big Sceptile. It's actually not Sceptile, it's Grovyle. Sceptile GX. Get the one in Theme Shop. So how does the GX version do? 230. That's low, but still high. Mach Cut 60. And discard special energy off your opponent. Oh yeah, knock off their DCE. 60 is high enough to boost into 2-hit KO range. Choice bad. Lurantis maybe. And then your 2 energy attack, which is 2-shot. So now you don't need any choice mans at... Oh. That's a 1-shot with Lurantis. Put 2 Lurantis, put a choice man. Maybe you get a 3rd Lurantis somewhere. And you're going to start seeing 1-shots for the lower basic GXs. And very, very difficult for a stage 1. It's good. So you're trying to live. You're compatible with Max Potion. Maybe even Acerola because you got the Grovyle right here. And your GX is a Max Potion. Everybody with a Grass Energy fully heals off. Alright, might be good if you have several Wooded Sceptiles. I mean, you're trying to juggle. Retreat cost is nice. You're a tank. We can make you work. You're easy to do. Or you can be really, really popular. It's hard to call on that one. The Zoroark was easy. This one might be a 3 to 4. It's definitely fun. It's definitely fun. But would it be the dominant thing that comes around? It's not aggressive. It's not aggressive. I'm going to hold off the 4 unless, change my mind on that Sceptile. I hope you do. All right, what happened to the Silcoon that we saw earlier? And the Cascoon. There we go. Gathering cocoons. You can put Silcoons or Cascoons onto your bench. That was like the Greninja effect. You don't have to go for all the basics. You just go straight through stage 1. Start evolving all those Dustox and get that paralysis. Donald, that was so long ago. That's the start of the video, dude. So, moving on, Beautifly. Well, why would you put a Beautifly in your deck? This might be in the boring level. Let me check. 50 damage, bench snipe. 30, and if you get a KO, it becomes immune with a 30 damage attack. No. Boring. I will not do that. I will not touch it. Ninjask! It has a combo. Here we go. When you evolve this, you get a free Shedinja. That Shedinja does something big. Let me just tell you what it does. It becomes a Poké Tool that stops your opponent from getting 1 prize card. If that Pokemon's knocked out, no prize card for you. That's definitely fun. Let me see. Do you have a 2-shot built in? Yeah, X Scissors, 40. Flip a coin, maybe 80. Choice Man, that's a 2-shot. Add in your shrines. Add in your even on a basic GX basics. You have to get the coin flip though. Victini though. So it's your opponent's not getting a prize card. You could last a while if you get lots of recycling. So it has a combo. We're gonna give it a straight 3. You're fun to do, and you'll see it. Call me. Here we go. Same thing, similar thing. Queen's Command. If you don't have 5 grass Pokemons on your bench, it does nothing. With his low energy cost, can you do that? Can you boost his damage up with Lurantis and get things going? Yeah. So choice ban is 150, 2 Lurantis, 190. GX Pokemon is like, why is this thing hitting me for so hard for 1 energy? Full GX decks? It's good. And the setup, reasonable. You're going to need lots of items, lots of card draws, and you lose out on Banana Master. You're definitely fun. 3. Fun factor to you. 3. Shaman. You can heal 20 damage off one of your grass Pokemons. The front one only. 20 is little amongst the 200s of damage coming out. You likely will not see it. It does have some use, but you likely will not see it. Moving on, Alolan Vulpix. We use the one that gives you the double Ultra Ball. Nope. This one does nothing for free except you can retreat it for free. It's don't use this Vulpix. Moving on, Shedinja, that's the one I told you about. Alright, so you're not gonna use this 3 damage attack. You can discard this Pokemon, attach it to your another Pokemon. It's like, yeah, I'm now on the item, and they don't get a prize card. They get one less prize card when the Pokemon's knocked out. So it does work for your GX too. Hey, it extends your life. It has a use. 3. Moving on, Sableye. This is his 2. You do not put it in your deck. You're going to use other Alolan Pokemon at least if you want to try. If you need to set up Pokemon, not this. Use your energy search though. Yeah, use your energy search. Costs energy. But still, there's just 2 better things. Moving on, Giratina. It does have a combo. We'll talk about a combo later. What does this do? When this Pokemon's in your discard, put it into your bench and do 2 damage. You must split that 2 damage somewhere, and it must be on your bench Pokemon, enemy's bench Pokemon. Like, wow, that sounds so little, but there's a combo. So wait on that. Wait on that Shadow Impact. All right, that's enough, and it hurts your own Pokemon. There's a combo. Let's look at the combo first, and we'll talk about it later. Sigilyph GX. Let's look at the combo later. Sigilyph GX. Oh yes. Basic, but if your enemy is using a GX or EX Pokemons, they take the same amount of damage done to this. So if they do, hey, I'm gonna one-shot kill you. You one-shot kill them back. Like, oh my gosh, I better not do that. It's gonna be interesting. So, you know, you can actually throw it into any deck. You don't have to fight with it. I mean, you can definitely pressure more if you fight with it. So, DCE, Rainbow Energy if you want to, Choice Band, and your opponent's playing all GXs. Like, yes, please kill me, because I'll get you back. I'm just gonna get you back, and that's gonna be really weird for the prize cards. You knock out their Pokemon, and then you get the first attack afterwards. You're gonna be fun. You're gonna be so much fun. Very, very high 3 to 4. All right, what does your GX attack do? Your opponent's got a bunch of energies. We're looking at 3. That becomes a one-shot range. No, many decks do that. Rayquaza. Yeah, one-shot kill Rayquaza. When Rayquaza comes out, the one-shot kills this. You take another 2 prize cards. Moving on. That's going to be fun. Fun. Oh, sorry. Caphorgus. That's, remember Giratina? Yeah, we don't have to talk about that too much. Soul Juggling. Discard your Giratinas. And does 30 damage for every bench Pokemon discarded. So you can get up to, let's see, a whole bench of 5 is 160 total. Choice Band, one-shot KO. Shrine of Punishment, really one-shot KO. And those Giratinas, yeah, they'll be dumping Hold off of that. Banana Master has to take a bench space, and you would at least need another Cofigrigus. I don't know why I called it that. It's We'll have to work on the pronunciations. Okay. This Pokemon. So you can't really discard all 4 Giratinas or 5. Alright, so with that bench damage though, the building up, as well as just Shrine, you could start pushing them to the one-shot range. It's gonna be a little tough. But it has a fun combo. There's a fun factor. There's something new and innovative with this. Moving on, Litwick, Chandelure. Oh, you have a bad version of what Honchkrow can do. You're a stage 2. Eats up so much deck space, and you have to combo with something else. Somebody has to be doing lots of bench damage to your Pokemon, enemy's Pokemon. Otherwise, without damage done previously, it does no damage. Honchkrow does is so much better. It's likely in the 2 range, unless there's just something really good that comes out with it where it becomes a fun fail. For now, I wouldn't even make a Chandelure deck at the moment. Yeah, let's see, Ultra Necrozma, or regular Necrozma, do a bench and then just follow up with this? Maybe. It's just the deck space and what you need to combo with is a lot. It is a lot. Moving on. Meloita. The more Pokemons have the Sing attack, including itself, the more damage it does. 10 damage each. But you don't have to flip a coin. But there's damage to every Pokemon, so you're looking like best potential. You get all 6, you can do 60 damage to everybody. Your average is 3, so 30 damage to all enemies. Can you win that way after 6 attacks? Maybe. Maybe it's a tough... I don't know if there's a fun factor to it. We'll try it for once. Actually, there has to be a Victini there. There has to be maybe a Banana Master. Oh, it's not gonna go. It's gonna be a 2. Alola Ninetales, but a fairy version. That's a first. Yeah, you can evolve from any level of Ninetales too. So when you evolve, you get to do a double pretty much order pad that always works. Now you can line up rare candies, nice things, but you can only do it once. Ouch, it eats up a bench space for a one-time deal. I hope it fights. No, it can't. 70 damage base, 32 to bench. Alright, maybe with a choice band. It kind of gets a 2-shot. The bench damage kind of helps in. Alright, it can fight for a fairy deck. We'll put it there. And sublimation. If it's an ultra beast, it dies. Alright, you run through a Buzzwole. It's like, I do not want to fight this. Otherwise, you'll be using some other fairy Pokemon's GX. So, it's not bad. Definitely for a fairy deck, because you do want to get some fighting value out of this. Some 2-hit KO value. Although it's tuned pretty low here. Are you putting your fairy decks? Your purpose. I don't know if you can get a spawn to Gardevoir GX. It certainly helps. Zoroark might just stay there, though. Although, because this only helps you once. Gets you pretty nice, big momentum, but only helps you once. Moving on. De-evolution spray isn't here. Otherwise, ooh, we are going to town. We up that score big time, baby. Wigglytuff. If this Pokemon has a Fairy Charm, it does 140 damage. Not bad. You can definitely choice ban and try to punishment out to high value. Yeah, and it does knock out a lot of big Pokemons. I think we can actually pull it out for a day. The Fairy Charm actually is very useful. We'll give you have your fun. You have a fun factor. You will have fun. We'll take you out for a day. Let's see, Gardevoir, regular Gardevoir. Now this card here, before even telling you, is to deal with those Hoopas, those anti-GX Pokemons. Gardevoir doesn't just have a really good choice right now. So it just uses, well, regular Gardevoir discard. Sensitive Ray, if you play a supporter, does 150 damage. Oh yeah, does a very nice amount of damage. Why would you use it over the GX? It just pierces through any of those GX immunity effects. Yes, so good. 3 to 4. I would put all my Gardevoir GX deck and I would see Gardevoir GX around a lot. It's just Gardevoir. So I'll give you a high 4. You have a purpose in the big deck. Moving on to Dene. You have a 2. You're boring. This Pokemon. You might have a purpose. Double colors energy, 30 damage, and prevents all damage done by Pokemons with abilities. So there might be just a big deck out there that just really mess up. Maybe Zoroark and Lycanroc. But very specific. It's got a purpose. We'll give you 3. Then again, we might not even see it. But someday, like, hey, there's a big mana deck around. You might see this if it shows up. So keep it in mind. Xerneas Prism Star 5. What? Fairy decks. This is a very strong bruiser. Is near GX level stats, but 1 prize card. Life Roll. When you switch it in, it doesn't have that free switching effect. You have to play a switch or something or retreat. You get to move energies onto your Xerneas and attack. And does 160 damage. Choice band that. Shrine and Punishment that. It blows up another GX Pokemon for 1 prize trade. Is this good in every fairy deck? Yes, it is. Put it in there. So, moving on. Cutiefly and another Bombi. As long as this is on your bench, when your opponent plays a supporter, it doesn't work on your fairy Pokemon. No Guzmas, none of that. That might be pretty big. Yeah, I can't get my Gardevoir while it's setting up, but it also costs deck space, bench space, your Zoroark space. It takes space. However, that effect is pretty darn powerful. You at least get a 3. You at least get a 3. Are you a must-have? That bench space might be a deal. It's like, you know what? Just let him get a Guzma. I can't set this up. I need my back space. Moving on. More low, Shiinotic. Let me see. You are 2. Your combo is too weak. You are 2. Mimikyu GX. You are a 3. Alright, so, what does this do? First attack, confuses. It's your first attack. 2, Cascading Barrage. This 30 damage times the amount of damage on the enemy, so they have to be wounded. Something else has to already hit them. Because when they get down, this is Alakazam's attack. Mega Alakazam's attack. So it was wounded half its life. Actually, just about 60 damage. 60 damage. You can follow this up with a 1-shot kill. So you have a purpose. You can finish off a weak Pokemon. And you're really here for your Dream Fear, where you can make one of your opponent's bench Pokemon disappear. Hey, you got a really, really nice stacked up Stage 2 Pokemon with tons of energies. Bye-bye. So, would you throw this in your fairy decks? You might just toss it in there for a GX just to have it. It seems like it could be worth a bench space on your bench for most fairies. It's very easy to do. High 3, maybe to a 4. I wouldn't mind slapping it in all my fairy decks. Very, very high score for those, just for the utility. Tapu Hihi has a big combo that's very reliable. When you put a Fairy Charm into it, your enemy's confused. How do you take the Fairy Charm off? Magearna that you have right now. Both are cheap cards. And then you will have infinite confusion non-stop on your enemies. Fits into every single deck. You just have to give up bench space. So Banana Master this, Magearna, and hopefully those last 2 bench space you can fight with. And you're active too. But if you do that, hey, free infinite confusion. 3, very fun to do. Infinite confusion. I'm happy. Moving on to type of peep. Okay. This is a 2. This is a 2. This is boring stat. There's nothing, no niche, no fun factor to it. So we're gonna move on. Kecleon. You're just like your other brothers out there. You all do pretty much the same thing. So we're gonna give you a 3. Yeah, you can use those special kind of decks. You can one-shot. You lose weakness damage and start one-shotting those Pokemon, and you're fun to do that. Netball. Search your deck for a basic grass Pokemon and energy. It was like basic nest ball. Or energy. You can. Oh, this could also be an energy too. This is a new deck that grass Pokemon can use. Does it look useful? I think so. The nest balls were my Banana Masters. And that can get me any basic Pokemons, but this can also get me an energy. It's a toss-up. It looks good though. It looks really, really good though. Very high 3 to 4. I can't say if I wanna. This might be the deal, man. This might be the deal. Moving on, Adventuring Satchels. Search your deck for 2 Poketools. Put them to your hand. For a specific Rotom deck. For other decks, it has a purpose of that big combo in a very funky, fun deck. So we're gonna give you a 3 there. But you'll only be using for that Rotom deck for now. Alright, Spell Tag. If a Psychic Pokemon gets KO'd, think of Sigilyph there. Your enemy takes 4 damage. Better than a Choice Man, better than that immediate value? I don't think so. Put the Choice Man, but at least it always works, right? There might be... No. I'm gonna give it 3. There's a fun factor value with a certain deck that I can think of. There's somewhere fun to do. I mean, it's explosives on your Pokemon. Puts a cursor on your opponent. So Fairy Charms. What do they do? They give you immunity against a certain Pokemon type, which is gonna be Psychic. This here is Fighting Pokemons. This here is Dragon Pokemons. You probably don't need that, but if a Fairy Pokemon is wielding this, they become completely immune to those types. So Fighting and Psychic are the big ones. Fighting and Psychic it is. Dragons, you already do double damage. You don't really need that. But Rayquaza is giving you a bad day. Throwdon's like, oh shoot. But it's mainly for that Tapu, that certain Tapu, the dude, other Tapu Lele. Tapu something. Moving on, Morty. If one of your Psychic Pokemon's knocked out, look at your opponent's hand, discard 2 cards there. Not discard, shuffle them. So you can destroy their draw supporters and hit their momentum. It might be a clutch play. Yeah, the problem is, man, if you want this to be reliable, you gotta like Tapu Lele it out. That's a bench space. And you're probably using Tapu Lele for your supporter, so I think a certain deck can run it. Very specific, you probably gonna not see it that much though. Alright, so Mina. Search your deck for a fairy and she put it straight onto one of your Pokemon. It's a supporter. It takes up a supporter slot, but it does give you, say, a bonus energy. So 2. Yeah, if you need that. I don't know if I can spam Mina over and over. It's something I'll definitely put in my books because any energy bonus source that's somewhat reliable, keep it in mind. It might just be perfect for a 1 deck somewhere, but it's costing you a supporter slot. Oh, but someday maybe clutch, come in clutch somewhere. It's a bonus energy. So, Would you put one in all your fairy decks? Maybe. It's pretty high. Maybe. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be maybe. I can't call on that one. Life Force Prism Star. So, what does this do? It's Prism Star's theme. Only one. What does it do for your grass Pokemons? Once during your turn, you can heal 60 damage off one of your grass Pokemons. And if it's got a special condition, remove all of them. Would this go into all your grass decks? Yeah, you're fighting with grass Pokemon Sceptile GX, like, give it to me. Keep me alive in battle. Yeah, so, and Stadium helps with Stadium removal. Just lap it on. All your grass GX deck should run it. Your grass GX deck should run it. So, we are finally at the end, man. With all those cards coming in November and the Explosive Impact, there's a lot of fun stuff coming. So I was like, yeah, you know what? Before Christmas here, lots of Pokemon cards to enjoy. So that is it for now. Next expansion is definitely gonna be exciting. A lot of fun cards. Yeah, a lot of fun cards to look forward to. So that is it for now. Thank you, and girls differentials. Take it easy, stay safe, and I'm gonna see you guys next time. All right. Thank you. Bye bye. Whew. How long is this?